This is Bro on Me. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be doing another review slash breakdown. Today, this is gonna be Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2 Episode 1 review slash breakdown. So let's just go ahead and get straight into the thing. Episode 1, The Broken Hearted Mage. So episode 1 starts off with Rudius in a horse carriage. He's talking with some strangers. There's two people in there with him, and it's just two females, and they're taking the carriage to town. So they go to town. He arrives and he gets a room to sleep at. Which it's skipping a little bit because they talked for a little bit or whatever. But Rudius really wasn't feeling it. He's kind of like in a gloomy mood. But whenever he gets to the room, he starts talking about Eris and gets even more depressed. And it doesn't really explain why they're not together in a group or whatever, but it is what it is. But he eventually picks himself up and he goes to the pub to disband his group, which kind of sucks because that's the group of him in season 1 with the trio, man. Like, the trio was tough. But while he's inside this pub slash tavern, he decides that he's just like, while I'm here, I'm just gonna pick up a mission, do something, because I gotta make some bread, what I'm saying? Gotta get some money. Gotta put food on the table. So, as he's picking up a mission, the woman's looking at him, trying to tell him that he doesn't need to do this mission. It's too strong for him to do by himself. He doesn't have a group. So, and while they're telling him this, these two females that I don't think it's told us their name yet, but we'll get to that. But they walk up and they ask him if they, hey, do you want to party up with us and us help y'all out? You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So Rudius decides to walk back over there and talk to them. And they try to convince him to go on the mission with them, so it's easier. They see what type of person he is, like, they see he's a mage, and he says backlines, blah blah blah. They don't really think he's that strong of a guy. But they eventually all just tell everybody the plan is to meet up in the morning, and everybody just meet up at the gate, and we'll discuss the plan there. So everybody goes to bed, you know what I'm saying? And they wake up. The next morning, y'all leave for the mission. While walking, everybody introduces themselves to Rudius, and they set up to discuss the plan, which just explained. But I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, just a little bit, and they're starting to attack these monsters, which, if we're gonna just be real, looks like a big ass polar bear with like this dark line through its like skull. Like it's got a dark stripe through like the middle of its skull, which kind of looks hard. I'm not gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. And at first they thought like the mission was gonna be a piece of cake, because they send like their top dude in there from the group that they think's top shit, blah blah blah. He walks in there and he just one shots a bunch of them, takes it out like a piece of cake, man. But it's anime. It's Mushoku Tensei. This shit ain't sweet around here. Like, it's really not. Yeah, a horde of monsters, which is the polar bears, which, if you could imagine how big a polar bear monster would be, what I'm saying? They're not little. A big horde of them, man, just came up behind them like it was nothing. But they get surrounded. So, what do you do when you get surrounded? Well, you decide to bang it out, man, because that's really all you got to do. So they bang it out, and they're starting to get the upper hand on him, and Rudius is just standing there, bro. Like, he's really just not even doing shit. He's just sitting there taking it all in, just talking to himself inside his head. Like, it's kind of fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. And they over there, the group over, thinking that they got everybody killed, all the monsters are killed and all this shit. Mushoku Tensei is not for the weak, fella. As soon as they think it's done, their whole group's over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's hurt. There's a bunch of shit going on. Like, I think it's Sarah and Suzanne. They was down. Like, I think one of them was standing up and one of them was like one knee on the ground. Like, it was having a bad time, bro. Having a bad time. And they finally, Rudius comes to his little senses, and he just walks up in front of him, and he's like, I got this. Like, this piece of cake, I got this. This ain't nothing. And Bucko literally just walks up, takes his little staff, which his staff is tough. But we're gonna go ahead and just say it now. His staff is clean. But he takes his staff, conjures like a fire explosion, and one shots every single one of them. Like it was nothing. Like, why didn't you just do this at the beginning? Still, fuck with the episode. Hella fuck with the episode. But he one shots him. Like it was nothing. And he turns around to look at look at everybody, tell him what's up, all that shit. And Suzanne and fucking Sarah thank him for, saving everybody's ass, because that's really what he did. He saved everybody's life. So they sit there for like the night or whatever or something like that, and they make a campfire and they eat some I guess they ate some of the polar bear, to keep it real. And then they took the hide off the polar bear and they went back to the pub and tavern. And they went back to the pub and tavern, cashed in the little reward, had a good old time, paid for drinks for everybody. Just a normal day in the woods whenever you get a mission done. But after a good day closes, Rudius realizes this man's still depressed, bro. He just realizes he's depressed as fuck. He goes back to his room. But it's okay. Because this time, he starts crying. And he tells himself that he has lost everything. And he begins to reminisce. And that's how the episode ends. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked with this episode. It was different. But Mushoku Tensei is a different type of anime. So, I would give the rating an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely got to catch up on these because I'm only 2 in and there's like 5 episodes out, so definitely got to catch up on that. If there's anything you think I could improve on, just let me know in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, go check out my boy Burden Entertainment. Hey, we'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.